Dad cleared his throat when the payroll printout showed who had been padding checks. My uncle calls me office blood. It means I work inside, keep records, and in his mind that makes my labor decorative. My dad owns a roofing company. I took over payroll and vendor payments after my mom died because somebody had to learn the systems fast. Uncle Dean runs estimates. His son Tyler manages crews and acts like every business problem starts with a woman near a spreadsheet. Margins were tight all winter. Dad kept saying materials were up and everybody needed to watch waste. Tyler started telling people the office was bleeding the company. He told a supplier I sat on checks, told 2 crew leads their hours got fixed late because of me, and told my grandmother Dad only trusted me because I was his daughter. The anniversary meal was supposed to be easy. Sheet cake, barbecue, folding chairs in the break room. Dad gave a short speech. Then Dean clapped Tyler on the shoulder and said the next generation had to be sharper about accountability. Tyler said if Dad was serious about handing over more control, the books should go to someone who was not constantly cleaning up mistakes. He looked right at me. My grandmother winced. Dad asked what mistakes. Tyler said payroll had been off 3 times in 2 months. The fuel card budget was blown, and one supplier had threatened COD because payments were getting sloppy. Dean added that family loyalty was nice, but numbers were numbers. I said the supplier issue had already been fixed. Tyler laughed and said, "Exactly, after we caught it." So, I went to my desk and brought back the folder I had left under the printer. I had printed it that morning after our accountant sent over a payroll adjustment report I asked for. I handed the first page to Dad. It listed every manual payroll adjustment from the last 10 weeks. Date, amount, employee, user code, note field. We had 3 manager codes that could change pay after timesheets locked. Mine, Dad's, and Tyler's. Dad read for a few seconds and stopped moving. Tyler had entered 6 truck allowance corrections for himself, 4 overtime true-ups that did not match any field sheets, and 2 emergency fuel reimbursements after already using the company card. None looked huge alone. Together, they explained why payroll kept coming out crooked and why the fuel budget looked worse than it should have. Every manual entry carried Tyler's code. Dean said there had to be context. Dad turned the next page. Fuel summary. Same pattern. Tyler's truck, Tyler's card, Tyler's extra reimbursements. I said the COD threat happened because I held 1 vendor payment after seeing the mismatch. I called the accountant before sending anything else. That was why the account looked delayed for 48 hours. I was checking whether we had a leak. Nobody got loud. The room just lost its shape. My grandmother asked Tyler if he had really been stacking corrections on top of reimbursements. Tyler said he meant to square it later. Dean said everybody rounded things in the field. Dad asked whether everybody also edited their own payroll entries under manager access. Tyler blamed missing receipts and job site chaos. Then he said I should have come to him privately. That was rich after a month of telling crews I was the weak link. Dad set the pages down and told me to collect Tyler's manager tablet and fuel card before the end of the day. He told Dean all payroll access would stay with me and the accountant until further notice. Then he said any future succession talk was off until he could trust what he was looking at. After lunch, 2 crew leads came by my desk and asked if their pay had ever been shorted because of Tyler's changes. Dean left with Tyler before cleanup. Dad stayed behind and asked me to change the passwords. Nobody apologized. Family almost never does, but Tyler tried to make me look like the soft spot in front of the whole business. And instead, he lost access to the numbers, the truck card, and Dad's confidence, all in one lunch break.